You're listening to The Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
It is Thanksgiving week.
Yes, it is.
And Christmas is right around the corner, which means all kinds of festive events. And we have a great one to share with you at Concordia University Wisconsin.
Yes.
And every week, every episode, at the beginning of the episode, we get to say thank you to Concordia Wisconsin for your support of The Coffee Hour. So excited to share one of their stories today. And so thanks, Concordia Wisconsin. Find out more about Concordia University Wisconsin at cuw.edu.
Live uncommon.
Joining us today, Dr. Louis Menchaca, Professor of Music and Department Chair for Music at Concordia University Wisconsin. Dr. Menchaca, welcome back to The Coffee Hour.
Thank you for having me back, Andy and Sarah both. Thank you.
You know, when we're talking about music at Concordia University Wisconsin, that we're going to be talking about something really fun, and that is Christmas at Concordia. How has Christmas at Concordia become a well-loved tradition?
You know, you bring up a good point. This is the 33rd Christmas Concordia we've done. We even actually did it during COVID, but not in person. We taped that one, and that was a huge success. So we didn't give up on the tradition. But I would say that as Thanksgiving comes around and the Advent season starts to come around, people are thinking, I got to get my Christmas at Concordia tickets because it'll sell out. And so it's become kind of a campus icon of the music department and the whole campus culture.
Tell me more about that. How has this become really part of, you said 35 years? Is that how long it's been going?
Yeah, I think this is the 33rd year.
33. Okay. Wow. That's quite a while. How has this kind of become part of that culture on Concordia, Wisconsin's campus?
Well, when we're talking about traditions and things to expect, I think for the longest time, what grabbed people's attention was the choir coming in and the candlelight vigil procession and the audience and starting with an opening carol. And I think people have just come, the visual effect of that, the musical effect of that, surround sound with humans has been something that really has really stuck with the campus community. And even the student life sector of our university says one of the top things to do at Concordia University of Wisconsin is not only, go to the Bluff or go, attend one of the sporting events, but you've got to go to Christmas Concordia. So we're really happy that it's made the internal culture here on campus.
That's like real surround sound.
Human surround sound.
Right.
I love it.
So tell us about the ensembles that make up Christmas at Concordia.
Yeah, for this particular concert, and the other great thing about this is that it really brings the entire department together. And as the department's grown, it's been more difficult to try to coordinate going back to my previous term, the human bodies outside of because we have a very limited offstage and the setup area downstairs. So we'll have 4 choirs: Common Core, our touring choir, the chapel choir, the women's choir is Selah, and then the civic chorale, which has really brought in many participants from the community who want to keep on singing. We'll have 2 concert bands: Symphonic Wind Ensemble, which is a touring group, and University Band, which is another campus group. We have Jazz Ensemble, opens the second half. We have String Orchestra, and then we have 2 handbill ensembles, which would approximately be for each handbill choir: Hallelujah Ringers, which is a touring ensemble, and Chapel Ringers, which is our chapel. So combined, I'd say you have about over 200 students and faculty who are in the chapel choir or community members who are in civic chorale. It's good. It's quite a production.
Yeah, that's a lot of moving pieces and people to get all in one place. And that is, I can only imagine the amount of music rehearsal happening right now for this event.
I think the biggest challenge we have is trying to coordinate entrances and exits in a not only timely fashion, but in a conflict-free fashion, because some of the students are more than one ensembles. And so we usually try to perform the instrumental part on the second half after intermission. And so you have students who are in choir who are also on one of the instrumental groups and vice versa. So trying to get everybody, it's kind of something that's kind of cute to watch people scurrying to where they're supposed to be at a certain time.
Yeah, there's a lot of back end logistics that people may not realize when they go to a production like this, that you actually have to rehearse the getting on and getting off stage. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of a madhouse.
Really do. My associate husband said it's like watching a great Indianapolis 500 pit crew.
Yeah. So with all of these ensembles, all of this music happening, can you give us a bit of a taste of what pieces these ensembles will be performing?
Well, the program isn't actually printed yet, but I will tell you that it's a very traditional program. And one of the things that I think the reason it resonates so well with our audience is because we sing the sing-alongs. We have the audience join us in sing-alongs, which they love. And we usually like to sing some of the time-honored carols. O Come All Ye Faithful, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Silent Night as one of the processions. And the instrumental ensembles as well as the choral ensembles try to do settings or arrangements of those time-honored carols. So pretty traditional from that standpoint, Sarah.
Are there pieces that bring all the ensembles together, like all 200 students and community members?
Well, outside, now remember, things have changed a little bit since COVID. We did used to have a closer. We have not gotten to that point again, but what we do, well, because first of all, we can't get everybody on stage at the same time anymore because our space is limited, but we usually have a closing carol. Sorry about the closing carol. And we'll try to have as many people up there as enjoying the organ. And I forgot to add the fact that, our university organist, Dr. Craig Sprout, was new on our faculty this year, an alumnus, and is very familiar with the tradition, will be supplementing and adding to the richness of the repertoire at night with some organ pieces. And at the very end, he turns up all the stops for a closing carol.
Very good. And so you've been talking about audience participation. What does the audience get to do during this? I guess they don't just get to sit and watch for the entire performance.
Well, they love to sit and watch the opening procession when we use candles. Mm-hmm. They look for their program because they do get to sing along with us. And sometimes you'll see people switching seats to try to it's a packed house each time. We only have 2 performances of it. They want to get close to a certain ensemble. And if they dare leave their seat, making sure that it may not get back, they want to get close to jazz ensemble when jazz ensemble kicks it off the second half. And so it's very participatory in that sense. But mainly, I think the big draw from Christmas at Concordia has been the variety of repertoires and mediums. It's just about 8 years ago that we started adding the jazz ensemble as a way to open the second half.
So in other words, don't leave your seat at intermission.
You might not get it back.
We talked about this last year, is that the only ensemble we'll have that doesn't participate in this is the pep band. But
yeah. That would be fun, though. Pep band Christmas.
Right.
I'd be there for that.
How do we attend the Christmas at Concordia concert?
A couple of different things. If you're going to attend in person, tickets went on sale for first. I checked right before I came on the air here with you. 3/4 of tickets are sold already, but there's still time. Okay. And you'd go to www.cuw.edu and just go to the event page. You scroll down to the event page. You can do that online, and then you can purchase tickets that way. Additionally, if you're from out of town, and many of our audiences, because they come support because we have the students and student musicians from 38 to 39 different states, you can, but if you can't make it, you can see it online and stream it, and that'll be www.cuw.edu/Christmas-concert. So you can always watch it online as well. We'd love to have you there, though.
Yeah, being there in person.
Andy and Sarah, I would like to personally invite you. You guys need to come up here and see this sometime.
Well, thanks.
That'd be super fun.
Date and time. I don't know if we've shared that yet.
Yeah, no, we haven't. We haven't set the date yet. No, I'm kidding. Friday, December 2nd and Saturday, December 3rd, both at 7:30.
December 2nd and December 3rd, both at 7:30. And you can get your tickets at cuw.edu/Christmas concert. Is that right?
That's correct.
Very good.
Yeah, Andy and Sarah, me speaking about it, while I'm happy to do so, it doesn't do it justice. You have to experience it.
Yeah.
I imagine.
And my guess is by the time you're hearing this, there might only be a few tickets left to enjoy it in person. You can certainly enjoy it online and then make plans for next year to attend in person if you can't make it this year. Our guest today, Dr. Louis Menchaca, professor of music and department chair for music at Concordia University, Wisconsin. Thank you so much for being our guest on the Coffee Hour today.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for spreading that word about our concert. Thank you very much.
You're listening to The Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.